Hello and welcome to Big Scott 35. Today is 10/26, Wednesday, after the Chantilly show this weekend. And I just want to go through and show you some pickups. I'm looking at my stack and it's more than I thought, but I know I picked up like 50 cards at one vendor. He was $1 a piece until you got to 20. And then once you got to 20, it was 50 cents a piece. So I felt like I did pretty well there. You know, I don't really squabble over that, but I picked up enough cards in that stack to really feel like I did pretty well. But enough said about that. I want to start off with a friend of the channel, a friend in life, and should be a friend of your channel. He's everywhere. James Gilliam, one of the great people in this hobby. He gave me some cards as soon as I saw him at the front doors on Friday. I love these Topps black gold. I love when they brought them back out. I just saw somebody finish the whole set of them. That was a beautiful set, the way they had them laid out. And then, of course, a David Wright. Now, if you watch my live stream, you're going to see some of these again. But I'm going to go in a little bit more detail today. So he gave those three awesome cards. Thank you, James. Great friend, man. Next is going to be the stack that I got. There was a table. I think I ran into Stale Gum also Friday, right out front. Introduced myself to him. I watch him on Hobby Lobby, not Hobby Lobby, Hobby Hotline. Excuse me there for that. Hobby Hotline. They're on Saturday mornings and Wednesdays, and they do rotating people through. Saturday mornings they move to bench clear, and on Tuesday, I'm sorry. Tuesday, they're on their own channel, and he's one of the hosts, and he tells it like it is, straightforward, and I like that about him. But I'm just going to roll through these pretty quick. I saw this one. Shout out to my brother Natsman 72. He showed me this one a while back. It's got Frank Thomas in the background, but I had to get it because it's Tom Selleck and Mr. Baseball, and seeing Frank Thomas in a Yankees uniforms. Scary. So I picked up a Trout, bench. I have this several times, but that's one of my favorite cards. When they did that year, they did several different people. Excuse my phone. Frank Thomas with the Bowman gold border there. McNeil in the Ben Baller. Hawk, Topps Chrome. Some of these, like this one, Gary Carter, I know I had them, but I didn't care for that price, So I have them in books. So sometimes I like to make like a full row of one card if I really like that card. Roger Staubach Mosaic, another Trouty, another Carter, the Topps Chrome, Turkey Red. I love that in the Chrome. Beautiful cards. I was excited. They had a whole stack of these, but I didn't need a whole stack, so I went through and made sure, I got the ones I needed for 50 cents a piece. How do you say no? Pete Alonso, Verlander, Lindor. Now, Verlander's from Virginia. That's why I have him. One of our big prospects, Ronnie Mauricio, Ken Griffey, National VIP. I did not have that one. Did not have this one either. I think I might have this one, but I don't know if it's the die cut or not. I think I just have the regular card of that one. Bobby Witt, O'Neill Cruz, just some cool inserts. I really like these cards. I thought this was neat. He had a whole stack of Chipper Jones in his flicks. I hope it's doing us justice. I just love that those cards like that. Couldn't pass it up. two of my PC players. I was looking for another one so I could have one David Wright and Piazza stack. I might have that card, but it's probably in my top set. Bobby Witt Chrome. I know I had that one, but I didn't care. Yellow, the Walgreens yellow. Top Mike Trout. Rushman, Adley Rushman. Found it. My dad actually found this one. He was going through the football for me. So I was happy to get that one for 50 cents. DeMarcus Lawrence, Frank Finest. And reason I brought up stale gum is because he was telling me about this guy. And he goes, I don't know where he gets his cards from, but I don't ask questions. So, if he, if he comes off a fallen truck, I really don't care. Usually I don't pick up Piazza and Dodger uniform, but I really like these. Metal blast furnace, couldn't pass that one up. I have that in a tin for Ken Griffey. I paid $100 for Lords of the Diamond. I know I have that one in Ripken. I don't know. I don't think I have that one, Frank. And when it comes to this type of stuff, I have a spreadsheet, and I just don't pull it out. If I like the card, I'm going to get it. If it's dupes, so be it. I don't really like getting dupes. I told somebody that in the live stream. I don't go out and look for them. The only card I ever look for that I pick up is 75 Gary Carters, if I can get those on the cheap side raw. Matt Deus played at University of Virginia. Another Piazza, but that's in the Mets. Grayson Rodriguez. Another Ronnie. O'Neal Cruz. Strawberry. This is 35th anniversary. Fold outs, Cal Ripken. Pretty sure I didn't have that one. Troy Aikman. I made my dad look for the Dallas Cowboys. He hates the Cowboys too. Leighton Vander Esch, rookie. So he goes, it's painful, but I'll do it for my boy. Old school. Let's see, Connor Williams. And the last one is Bobby Witt Jr. I think I did all right. 50 cents a piece for that stack. Ups and downs in there, but I probably dug through 4 2-row boxes, and I was over there for a while. My dad dug through one football, so I thought it'd be more people over there. It was in the morning in the first day. You couldn't get near it the first day, but it was right as you came in. So I think people kind of blew right past it. It was even before the guy that checks your wristband to make sure you can come in. So that was kind of funny. These next 2 I bought. Now, I told y'all I was looking for hockey. When I saw how much hockey was there, loved it. Was just really happy. Now, this is one of my favorite cards. It reminds me of, this is Upper Deck Stature. It reminds me of 5-star, Topps 5-star. So shout out to my man, Dave Midlife Card Crisis. Peter Bondra, auto. That's my first auto of him. Beautiful, beautiful card. And I think that this was, that's got that one and this one. Anthony Matha, my first auto of him, 18 of 25 canvas. And, you could get, unless you're going for the really big names, Austin Matthews, McDavid, Ovechkin, those are expensive autos. But once you get past those, some other ones you could throw in there, but once you get past those names, it starts dropping pretty dramatically. And I mean, I love watching the sport, but it makes it also a lot more fun to collect. Next dealer, this guy was at the National. It was I only buy hockey cards. So he was there. So people were telling me there you couldn't get close to his table. He was about the only one at the National with hockey. But this guy, yeah, he worked with me a little bit for this and answered a lot of questions for this ignorant person of hockey. So it was a great learning experience. I wish I could remember his name. We talked both days. But if you see him at a show, he's fun guy and really loves hockey and willing to educate you if you ask questions. He doesn't make you feel stupid either, and he works with you. So I got a Holby Young Guns. Carlson, who's my favorite. Well, him and Wilson are my favorite caps, but probably Carlson's my favorite. And then Kuznetsov, and my dad pointed this one out. I didn't even see that one. My dad likes him a lot. And then I got another Peter Bondra from the same person. This one just kept calling to me. You look into a case and I love these kind of art cards like this, and it's the signature masterpieces. Just loved it. Gold. I love gold autos. So it was a lot of pluses, and I think I paid like $30 maybe. I can't remember. $40. I can't remember. But all this kind of worked out for me. So I didn't have any Peter Bondras. I just remember him as a younger guy, watching him. I have some more older caps in my mind. Hopefully I can run into one day and pick those up. So next is just a one guy pickup, and then after I picked it up, he had a Pete Alonso, same pristine set, and I kind of wish I would have picked that one up too. And it was funny because he has them marked, right? $60. I left this on there for a reason. So you couldn't see it on the front. So I go, yeah, what do you got there on this? And this guy pulls it out, and he looks at the back and he goes, I'll do it for 30. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was like, okay. And then he did it after I saw that. He still told me the same thing about Pete Alonso, which was, Pete right now for autos, I'm kind of not going over $100 for. I could find them. And he came way under that for the pristine and didn't pick it up. I have plenty of David Wright and Pete Alonso's, but it just didn't. If I would have saw it early, if I would have saw it when I saw it, and I looked through his case several times, always do try to get a group purchase, but just didn't work out that time. I'm gonna try to do this quicker, about halfway through, so hang in there. Mike Schmidt, I love 70s, trying to pick up those 70s players. Well, I'm trying to pick up a lot of rookie cards that I think I should have in my collection. So pick that up in a 3.5 CSG. So this was working out for me. It was a 3.5 and in a CSG slab, so it was cheaper than most of the other stuff there for Mike. I saw this card a lot. I tease people this is a Ron Say. So it's all centered, but it does have a border. That's my big thing. But no creases, no wrinkles, soft corners. 2 of the corners are soft, 2 of them are sharp. And no like whitening on the faces or anything. You got the back, which I'm sure that's what killed it. Look at that on the back. So really, really happy I have this finally in my collection. This is another card that got slipped in that was in that out of order for the 50 cards that I had. Um, Hockey. There's a guy across from the other hockey table that just had 2-row graded, like one side of his thing was just all his showcase was just boxes of graded hockey cards. And then he had them broke down, which I really liked this for graded. He had like the $20 to $30, the 40, no, it was 20 to 50, 50 to 60, or 51 to 60, or 51 to 75. I'm sorry. And then everything. And he had like 7,500, 100 above. And again, this guy had them marked priced. And I sat there probably good 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, I was wondering, I got some of these stuck together out of order. But so yeah, I got this there too. So this is what I got. I got this little stack there. And he took almost $100 off the sticker price, which I love. Shout out to Carlos. I am Carlos because I'm Carlos. Mike Verdano rookie card. A little tug in cheek there. Got it. 8.5 in a KSA. So never tell me I am a snob of any type of. I love the card. These right here. Got this in a 9.0 in mint. Net deposit and Karel, I really like him, Kaprasov or something like that. Sorry if his mama's watching. But man, these things are just ungodly off-centered. And this one looks like it's all centered left to right, but it's a 9.0. Take it. It even has the so yeah, centering was an 8.5, which killed that card on here. And no, this was my first KSA in mints, and looking over them, they have the all the subgrades for heaven's sakes on there. So this one's a Gretzky, one of my favorite Gretzky cards. I just think that looks really cool. And this one got a centering of 9.5, which I don't know how it did because look at it left to right. To me, that's an 8.5 to a 9. But it said surface 8.5. I couldn't find really anything in there. The only thing that's bad, like look how it's in that one. I don't know if mint, that one's not in the case very well. Then I got a 9.0 on a Connor McDavid rookie. Now I don't know, peachy. I can't afford a young. I wasn't looking for young, anything really high end. I mean, he's on my list of young guns. And that one again, 8.5 centering. So a 9. You cry, I buy. Another guy from my younger days, Eric Lindros, rookie, and a 9. So I had some fun with hockey. And I had Nicholas Backstrom. I have an autograph of him on a hockey puck. I didn't have a card. And again, silver on that black puck signatures. It was supposed to be on a puck. And that was an 8.5 mint. But man, beautiful card. Love some Nicholas Backstrom. Cool hockey. So one table had a bunch of 77 Star Wars. Kind of wanted to make it back over there later in the day. Didn't make it back. We were ready to leave on Saturday. But I went through one stack, pulled out cards, some really neat ones there, Darth Vader's, and then I love Stormtroopers. I just pulled out Stormtrooper after Stormtrooper card. So these will be going probably SGC at some point. So this is this is close to the beginning of New Hope. This is kind of iconic to me. This is kind of why Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers came first. And as a little kid, I just remember being in awe of like, who were these guys wearing this armor? So I, just really, really love that. Wasn't a lot. So people are saying it was a lot of non-sports cards. I don't want to say it was a lot, but it was a good selection. This one was, the card show I've been saying was dominated by raw vintage. So if you were a vintage guy, man, this was a good show for you. The pricing on it, I can't really talk to that too much for the vintage. Felt like it was a little high, but if they didn't meet your price, just walk away. I mean, that's just the easiest thing to do. To me, that's just the easiest thing to do. Wow, I went through this pretty quicker than I thought. My last Star Wars, a guy, while I was buying those, he goes, "Oh, you like Stormtroopers? Do you have the Wonder Bread?" And I go, "Yeah, I got the Wonder Bread set." But he goes, "Oh, the guy's got a Stormtrooper one if you wanted an extra one." So I got this one. It does have a little wrinkle at the top and a little whiting. But I'm going to send it in and see what it gets, knowing that that to me, that's like a 6 with that wrinkle. But we'll see. We'll see if it gets caught. It's one of those things who you get. And this is so I picked these up last table walking out. Told you I loved hockey. Had a little bit of change in my pocket. So I got the Alex Ovechkin. Love these see-through cards. Nicholas Backstrom. Again, another one. Holding up hardware. Silver Skates SP Authentic. This was just a cool card. Alex Ovechkin. Did pick up another Connor McDavid out of $2.99. That was a pretty card, SP card. Really nice. Pretty card there. Then I picked up a Carlson material. I don't pick up too much material cards, but just picked that one up. I like that one. And then I did get another Carlson auto out of 25. Priority signings, Parkhurst, $25. And then they took a little bit off out of there. So why not? So that's it. That's my Chantilly. And I want to turn this around to me, do some final thoughts. Don't make fun of me. I don't have a hat on, so hang in there and final thoughts on Chantilly. All right, we're back with some final thoughts on Chantilly. Talked about it Sunday night. You can go back to my live broadcast with my dad and Nat's band. Thought it was a very good show. I'm always excited to go to this one. Not only do I get to hang out with my dad all weekend, he gets to see why I do. He sees the enjoyment I have out of it. He doesn't collect. He did when he was a kid, but, that's kids going and buying a nickel pack, having fun with. A little different than what we do now. So, he asks questions, things like that. He gets vocal when it's a higher end card, which I didn't really, I don't think I spent over $100 on any card purchase. And I think I only paid over that on 2 purchases altogether on bulk stacks. So what I really took away from this show was the lack of retail and people trying to flip hobby boxes on the second market. There was some there, but not like previous shows I've been to. I saw a little lacking of it at the National. So I think people are kind of starting to give up a little bit. I didn't see a lot of new retail there. So that was refreshing. We shouldn't buy retail at, I mean, it's not bad to have it there, but have it at a retail price. And the funny thing was, is most of them didn't have it 2 times or 3 times. It was just $5 over, $10 over, maybe. So if you really wanted it, it wasn't bad. The thing that, but when you don't have that, you got Blowout that's not far down the street. They won't represent it there. Somebody overheard some of the vendors saying why Steel City wasn't there was they're just too busy right now selling product. They couldn't take people away from the warehouse right now. They're to fulfill all the sales they have. So that's good to hear. And I think that's in reflection of prices coming down. I think for me, this is a healthy hobby because everybody can enjoy it. It's at a price point where there's something for everybody. More people can be in it, and everybody yells about the kids, so the kids don't have to worry. And I've never these kids we don't have to worry about. If you go to a show, you'll never say that again. They're there, they're walking around. They probably got nicer stuff than we do, so I that's always kind of been a non-issue for me. And also, at the show, this one, they finally spread it out, enough room. They did a good job, and kudos to the people that run it. They had an excellent autograph grouping, and everybody knows this is kind of a vintage and autograph show. A lot of memorabilia at the show, and I mean, you can see I picked up a lot of, not a lot. I picked up some autos, and that's what I kind of do at shows. I'll pick up some autos. I'll pick up, some cards that I might not normally pick up just browsing on eBay or some other sell site. I had a great time seeing everybody. Hung out with Bobble some and James. Did see some other YouTubers, but I, only went up and talked to Stalgum because I just think he's hilarious and tells it like it is and straightforward. And and the dealers, to me, the ones that were willing to work with you were the ones that were doing well. And there was, I don't want to say price gouging. I just think it's these guys do shows every weekend now somewhere, and it's tough. Do a 3-day show, turn around, drive either home and to another show after that, or go directly to the next show and just get a hotel room and expect them to go through their whole thing of changing prices. I know they should be working on it here and there, but I think that's probably the biggest issue is they were behind getting the prices corrected when it was going up. So now they're behind when the prices are leveling out. I hate to say coming down because there is still the big cards out there. I saw plenty of $1,000 rookies and second year guys have been in the league less than 5 years, haven't really done anything to be at that price. So those prices are still there. So you still have a lot of speculating going on out there. But my one quick note on speculating, I still don't know. I've said this before, and I might touch on this again Saturday, is if you buy it at $3,600, where do you think the ceiling is for that card in the market that looks like we're going into, and a reality of what the hobby market is? I don't know what your return on investment, because I don't do that. So what's a profitable gain and what's an acceptable loss? So the dealers are trying to figure that out now. So until next time, till probably this might. I'm using a lot of non-absolute terms, so I'm thinking this is going to be my last show of the year. I think there's a big one in Raleigh coming up later. I might go to that. I might even go with no money in my pocket and just to walk around, get a vibe. I love going to card shows just to see. There's no better way to see what's going on in the hobby than go to a card show because not everybody's on the interwebs. So to actually talk to people and see what the vibe is at this show. I know I've gone long enough. So until next time, like, share, subscribe. Sorry I'm long-winded. Tell a friend, and we'll see you on Saturday. See ya.